Welcome back to Frostpunk. Now, this is a game that it's been a while since I played actually, and I am very happy to be able to play Frostpunk again. I haven't played it in a while, so I might be a bit rusty on things, but we have the new On the Edge expansion here, and I'm going into this totally blind. I did try to refresh my memory on how to play the game yesterday by playing a bit of the good old A New Home scenario. So the On the Edge scenario expands on the saga of New London, unfolding beyond the Great Storm, and we get to lead the vanguard of change. We need to send our scouts to search for others who might have survived the end of the world, and then decide the fate of Frostland and lay the foundations of a new era. So it's a sequel scenario expanding the storyline, and as you may have noticed in the background here, there's also new music. There are new unique Frostland mechanics, there are new buildings and technologies, and there are also new endless mode variants enriched by new mechanics. Now I can't get out of the window. I'm not sure if that is because I've locked the mouse cursor. No, it's because I'm in full screen exclusive. Let's change that to borderless. There we go. Okay, so the main feature that are highlighted for this expansion is other communities. So it says be flexible or stay firm as the leader. Can you trust other communities? Should you respect their ways of survival or bend them to your will? We can establish an economical union with other outposts using the transport depot. We can help develop other settlements by fulfilling their requests. We can construct safe routes on the Frostland and exchange surplus resources for those you lack. So there's actually trading now. We can discover 16 brand new areas of the Frostland and revisit some of the old sites, learning their fate after the Great Storm. Then we have 3 new city structures and 7 new technologies. And we can communicate with the other communities. There is new UI for that in the administration building. There is also now the option to try to survive without control over the Book of Laws. That sounds interesting. I guess that's mostly for the endless mode. And there are also a lot of new mechanics available in the endless modes. And yes, 6 new music tracks composed by Piotr Musical. But all that aside, after the Great Storm has exposed an army warehouse, we are sent from New London to set up an outpost there. Times are changing. What will be our role in the coming thaw? We'll play on medium, and I cannot promise that I'll get a best ending this scenario here. But we might play it again, who knows. But now, let's play this one.
They say the snow is dead, but we've learned to the contrary. Snow is ever-changing, unstable, restless. We survived the Great Storm. It took away a lot from us. Still, it gave us something in return. Tempestuous winds brought relics of the past to light, ones that can bring hope for the future. Our assignment was simple: arrive at the site, build a reliable camp, and create a stable chain of supply. In return, we'd get food and necessities. A square deal. But deals have this peculiar quality. Just like the snow, they tend to change.
That was a fairly interesting introduction. We are the Outpost team. The Great Storm has uncovered an underground army warehouse from times before the evacuation. New London sent us here to build an outpost and gather any resources we find. We must rely on New London for food. There are no animals to hunt here, and the ground is solid rock. Thankfully, the weather is fine for now, so we should survive without the generator until we have other ways of heating. That doesn't sound too promising. Let's get to work. We know what to do. Our first task is to clear the road to the warehouse and start gathering steel. And of course, let's not forget to set up some tents. The night is going to be cold without a generator. We have 65 homeless here. Let's just pause the game and take a look around. We have some wood crates, a coal pile. Here's a coal deposit. More coal pile and more wood crates. Even more wood crates. And over here we have steel wreckages. The army warehouse itself, interestingly enough. More wood crates as well. And here we have several wooden ruins and our beacon. A couple of steel ruins as well. We have 50 idle workers and 15 idle engineers. Now, the Book of Laws is locked. That doesn't sound too good. The laws are signed by New London. Okay, well then. So it's not just for the endless mode. We actually cannot do anything with the laws. Great. This probably is going to be quite challenging then. First of all, let's start by building a gathering post over here. And we might as well build a gathering post here as well, I think. We need a road out to that one. We don't have the wood for it. Then there is no need to build it, since we don't have a road for it. Then we can probably build a gathering post over here instead. Does this thing require 15 wood? Yes, it does. Okay, let's send a couple of workers over to gather there. We have our stockpiles. And I'm not sure what this is, but it does look like some kind of elevator. Yeah, no, we need to get resources going as quickly as possible here. Wood crates. Let's send our engineers there. Coal is not of primary concern at the moment. Steel is, though. Let's send 15 out to that one as well. 5 steel is definitely not enough. Okay, we can build another gathering post now, so let's rebuild that thing here. And we should have enough to build the road out to it now. Because we really need a lot of wood, because we need to build 7 tents, so we need 70 wood just for the tents. Otherwise people are going to die on the first night. The wood is of critical importance here. I'm thinking we can speed things up a little bit. I'm a bit worried about the wood and whether or not we're going to be able to get the tents up. Let's put 10 workers in here immediately. That's 5 tents. And 10. We have 6 tents. We also want to make sure that we have room for fighting pits. So if I build like this, and we can have a medical post here and a medical post there. But they need a road as well if I don't build it in the inner circle. I can, however, build a house there. I can build one there. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, sure, let's build one there. I can put a fighting pit there. Okay, so we have enough tents. No, we don't. That is 6 tents. So I hope we get enough wood. Yeah, we do. May as well build it there. Or actually, no. Let's not build it there. Let's build it down there instead. There is limited space down there, so... food. We are completely dependent upon New London for food. Should get a cookhouse, but I think that we want a medical post before we want a cookhouse. And the medical post... No, the cookhouse is 20. I'm not sure if we... No, we are. Okay, then we can build a cookhouse there. That's the end of the day, so now they will start building all of these things. Get in touch with New London. Now we need to rebuild the transport depot so we can get supplies shipped from New London before food runs out. To get in touch with them, an outpost administration will be necessary. So that's the first thing we should get tomorrow then. Transport depot. 45 wood, 20 steel. We can remove those engineers. I think we had some workers on this one as well. I'm not sure I want to remove those though. It's already gonna go be 30 degrees minus and we don't have a generator. This is going to be interesting. Can they go inside there for heat? Yeah, I thought the last autumn was difficult. Yeah, we're getting there. Nobody's turned sick yet, so that's at least something. Two more houses to go. Okay, there we go. And okay, everyone has houses now, so we actually removed the discontent. Did the game go into... Yeah, it is in that. The cursor isn't locked. Oh, I need to turn off depth of field. I don't like that. I just need to check something. OBS is behaving strangely. Pause the game meanwhile. Yeah, hopefully that's not going to be an issue. Put some engineers in here. Speed up things. It's livable at least, but it's not going to be livable from day 3. So we get something to warm up the place with. We probably should build a workshop somewhere. It's the base temperature of a workshop, 2, so that's not too bad. Do I want to build this? Can at least have 2 workshops there, and then we can have a workshop and a medical post somewhere around there. If I build one here, does it pause the game when you're in the building mode? Oh, that's handy. I don't remember it doing that before. And the Outpost administration was 2515, whereas the transport depot is 40, so we need 35 steel. We need to keep those workers on that pile. Excellent. Add new research. Braziers. That's something. Aren't those the same we had in the last autumn? Plaster gathering. Yeah, I think we need that. That means we need another additional 10 steel actually, but that's fine. It's a very gentle new sound they made there. We already have sick absences. That was to be expected though. These guys are done. They have no more food to process. I think we have enough to build the... where does this... oh my. Okay, so this thing goes here. We definitely need that, so... Steel wreckage depleted. That gives them the opportunity to continue building. But that's also the final steel we get, but we can get steel from the army warehouse. But we also need that administration. Too far from the central ring. Okay, so this thing then probably needs to go where this cookhouse is. Let's dismantle that. And build the road all the way down to this. Where can we build a cookhouse then? No upcoming shipments. Well, that's great, since we have just about a day left of food. Well, I can't place it here. could place it there. Since we're not going to be given access to the law tree, I have no idea if we're going to end up with faith or order or any of them. Let's put that on pause. Because I want the administration building up and running before that, because we don't have any raw food anyways. There we go. Hopefully that fits here. Yes, it does perfectly. So I'm guessing this is actually planned. Which means that I probably should have placed that workshop one bit closer there, but I couldn't because of this wood crates pile here. We can move it when this is depleted though. Start new research. We have research braziers. And pardon me if the pronunciation of that is wrong. I do know that the word can mean something completely different, and I never remember if it's braziers or the other. I think it's braziers. Faster gathering. Yeah, there is no reason not to have that. So how big are they? Oh my, that's not going to be helpful at all. We can build one here. And this thing probably requires steel. Ah. So we need workers in here. This is New London. Over. I got an achievement there. Good day, Outpost 11. Well done with the progress so far. We will send you the first food shipment soon. Now that the operation is established, we await the first batch of steel from your outpost. In the meantime, we are dispatching a group of clerks to run the outpost administration. Your children will arrive with them. They are surely eager to rejoin you. Remember that we can always assist you with any problems. We have to talk. Outpost 11, we read you loud and clear. How is the operation going? What is our task again? Your task is to explore the warehouse and retrieve as much steel as possible. We expect at least one shipment every few days. We will be sending you food every day. We better get back to work then. We have some problems. Can you help us? Okay, so they can send us stuff. And we lose favor with them for that. I don't know if that's the favor we get. Never mind. Farewell. This is odd. There must have been some misunderstanding. Our children are not supposed to join us, certainly not so soon. It won't make things any easier for us. Well, it's too late to turn them back, and at least New London promised to also send food our way. Hopefully they'll keep the schedule. So we have 15 children and 10 administration clerks incoming, and we need to send 100 steel to London. We can tear this down. With this kind of settlement, it would make sense that we build things very close together. Okay, so this thing is done. I don't know if we need it right now, so I can probably turn it down, off for the moment. And again, I would like to see its radius. Okay, so it doesn't cover that tent. Less than a day of food left. We don't have enough steel to build more of the braziers. We need 16 steel, so I can build 2 more of them, I think. But we do have 20 unemployed workers currently. Let's put 15 work. Well, I didn't mean to put it on the wood crates. We want to build a gathering post, but we need more wood. No, we need more steel for that, actually. Okay, I'll just have to wait until they start gathering steel then. Not sure how bad it's going to be with the temperature dropping to -30, but we will see. At least we've had no deaths yet. I don't even know if we're going to get fighting pits when we're not in control of our own laws. One thing I can do, however, is build the road in this ring. So we know that we have that ring available. 20 homeless. Let's pause there and see what these people want. Our children arrived, sir. The clerks sent by New London to run the Outpost administration are here. They brought our children with them. Many of our people are really upset because it looks that our kids were neglected. They haven't enough warm clothes and some of them caught a cold on the way. But now that they are here, we can take proper care of them. We'll do our best. That didn't really help much. Have we gotten any laws at all? We need more tents. Let's build 2 of them here. We also need medic post. And we also need that workshop up and running again. But for all those things we need more steel. Actually, communicate. We have high favor. No, they can't send us steel. Great. Okay. Well, guess that's our job then. We don't need to be working in there right now. We don't have any raw food. Are you guys going to start gathering steel soon? 7.6 per hour. This is not at all ideal. Okay, we have enough steel now. What we need is first and foremost a medical post. I believe we need... no, that's enough, so we need a workshop there. And hopefully we can build a brazier that will cover... okay, so it will cover... those. That tent is not covered. I might have to move that. Yeah, I have to move that. People, tent, build a tent there. Yeah, this scenario is difficult from the get-go. Then again, that's one of the things I really like about Frostpunk. Feels very nice when you actually feel that you have succeeded in things. Doesn't appear that we have a time limit on this, so that's at least something. We should be able to build a gathering post now. May as well just build it there. I'm going to pause the game and build a tent as a placeholder there, just so I know where I should build the road. Because I need a road to go down like here, here, and here. Then I'm going to remove the tent again. We have received the raw food, so we need someone to go cook it. Wooden ruins depleted en masse. I don't want to start building things out there. Something's going on out here. A trove of steam cores. Sir, we have great news. The warehouse contains an unknown but very large number of steam cores. We immediately sent the news to New London and await instructions. In the meantime, we might try to haul at least some of them to the surface. This will require stopping the steel extraction for some time. Let me think it over. We don't need steam cores currently. Put engineers in there. Wooden ruins depleted. We have heard that a cache of steam cores was found in the warehouse. This is a very timely discovery. These devices are critically important for the security of our city. Please send a couple of steam cores with each steel shipment from now on. To help you ensure timely deliveries, you are hereby authorized to use emergency shifts. If you encounter any obstacles to your progress, talk to us and we'll find a solution. Understood. Emergency Shift Edict. To ensure the survival of the colony and boost key resources delivery rate from Outpost 11, the Government of New London issues an act on the emergency shift. From this day on, work shifts can be increased up to 24 hours. Yeah, that's gonna be popular. Would be a good idea to do it. Then again, I don't want to do it. Let's tear this down and build another gathering post over here. The thing with those emergency shifts is that they very frequently involve people dying from overwork. Well, not very frequently, but it does happen. And if I can try to avoid people dying, I certainly want to try. We have enough steel to build another brazier. I think it's fine to build it over there. That gives us room for a couple more tents if we need. That tent isn't covered, of course. But that one is the one that I'm going to tear down as soon as this one is done. At the current, we have 0 vacant beds. We're consuming 72 coal per day. But we have about 3 days left of coal reserves, so that's fine. The temperature probably isn't ideal currently, so let's turn this one on. You guys don't have anything to do currently, so less than a day of rations. Might have to beg them for food. With a population of 90, getting 40 raw food a day and not having the soup though. That's not ideal. True. Let's build the road there. And... oh, there is a road here. I don't know if we need that. Let me pause the game again so I can have a tent placeholder. Though it's very unlikely that they have to go up there. More likely that they'll have to go up there. So actually, let's build a street or a road like so. And I think we can safely remove from there to there, because we don't need that. Speed things up a bit. Put some workers in this outpost. And when this tent is done, we should tear this thing down. There we go. And I can probably build another tent there. It's better to have one tent too many than too few. We are currently burning... okay, so we're gaining 240 and we're consuming 216, so we're in the green on coal for the moment. But I can't build more of the braziers, because even one of them will put us in the red until we can build a coal mine there. Okay, put 10 workers in there. They will start gathering the steel from these two buildings. Not going to be a lot, but I probably could have just put workers directly into them, but yeah. At least they get some basic heat from this thing, which is better than that. How does this work? Okay, so we have to select what they should extract. Well, for the time being, I think we are good. We have way too many people who are sick, which is anything but ideal. I don't know if building another medical post would do much good, but we'll do so regardless. And we'll move those research technicians over to there until we get the number down. At least nobody's gravely ill. However, with the new day coming, I think that we will end the episode here and leave things in a bit of a suspense here, because, yeah. Ooh, this is going to be very, very challenging, I think. But, as with all of the Frostpunk scenarios, I am enjoying this immensely. So, thank you all so much for joining me, and I hope you look forward to the next episode as much as I do to record it. And I'll see you all then.